Hello all. In this series of covering the SAT topic, this is our 14th video where we will learn about parabola and its equations. So we will start with basic equations which we had already learned in chapter quadratic equations. So parabola equation is given by y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. But this is only for opening upward or downward. And that is the only thing in our syllabus. Opening left or right is not in our syllabus for SAT topics. So opening upward or downward. Now it depends on the value of A. If A is greater than 0, then it opens upward. If A is less than 0, it opens downward. Now, what we have to know here is types of equations, that means forms of parabolic equations. So, forms of equations. There are three forms of equations of parabola. First is the standard form, which we had written above, that is y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Second is factored form, which is given by y equal to a times of x minus b times of x minus c. Then we have vertex form, using which we can write y equal to a times x minus h whole square plus k. Now every form has its own advantage. Like in standard form, we can easily find the y-intercept. Then in factored form, we can easily find the zeros of these equations or x-intercepts. And in vertex form, we can easily find the vertex. Like here in standard form, c is the y-intercept. In factored form, B and C are the x-intercepts or zeros. In vertex form, H, K is the vertex. So as I said, every form has its own advantage. Now what we have to do here is, till now what we have learned that how to convert standard form to factor form. That means factorization, which we had learned in lecture number 3. Now here what we have to learn, here we will learn about standard form to vertex form, which also we had learned, but let's see once more. So to convert standard form to vertex form, we use completing the square method. Standard form to vertex form. So as I said, we use completing the square method, which we had seen how to complete the square. So here we will directly take a question. Suppose we are having y is equal to 3x square plus, let's divide this into two parts. First part is where a will be 1 and second part is that where a will not be 1. So first take x square plus 6x minus 7. Then what we can do here is we can write this as y is equal to, if you remember, we have to add and subtract. So here coefficient of x is 6, half is 3, so we need to add 3 square, that is 9. So we can write x square plus 6x plus 9. If we are adding something in the equation, then we need to subtract that also. That's why we will subtract also 9. Then minus 7 we are having. So this can be written as y is equal to, this becomes x plus 3 whole square minus 16. So this is called as vertex, from where we can see that the vertex is negative 3, negative 16. What we are doing, we are comparing this from y equal to a times x minus h whole square plus k. And we got vertex as negative 3, negative 16. Now let's take an example where a will not be equal to 1. So suppose we are having y is equal to 3x square plus 12x minus 5. Then what we will do? We will do a similar thing, but first we will have to take 3 common. So we will be getting y equal to, we will take 3 common from the first two terms only. So we have taken 3 common, we are left with x square plus 4x minus 5. Now what we will do? We will add and subtract the square of half of coefficient of x, but that we will do inside the parenthesis only. So we can write 3 times of x square plus 4x plus 4. And if we are adding 4, then we need to subtract also 4 minus 5. So what we are getting, y is equal to 3 times of, this will become x plus 2 whole square. And here it will become 3 times of negative 4, that is negative 12 and then minus 5. So basically what we are getting, y is equal to 3 times of x plus 2 whole square minus 17. So from here we can say vertex is negative 2 comma negative 17. Now, how to find the other forms of the parabola? That means features of the parabola. One of the feature is vertex. Similarly, we will see more features. So first is y-intercept. If it is in standard form, then C is the y-intercept. If it is in vertex form, then we need to put x equal to 0. If it is in factored form, then also we need to put x equal to 0. So we can say put x equal to 0 and find y. That is how we can find y-intercept. Now second is zeros or x-intercept. It is also known as roots, or somewhere can also be written as solution. So how we find this? We can use factorization. That means we convert into factored form or quadratic formula. Then number 3, vertex. Now to find the vertex, what we can do? So we can use all three equations, all three forms to find the vertex. First, when it is in standard form, ax y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Then vertex is given by negative b over 2a comma negative d over 4a, where d is discriminant, and if you remember, it is given as b square minus 4ac. Now we can also do, instead of doing this, we can just do negative b over 2a, and then we can find, suppose this is y is equal to fx, then we need to just find f of minus b over 2a. That means after finding minus b over 2a, we can put x equal to minus b over 2a and we can find the vertex. Let's see the example. Suppose the question is y is equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 17. And suppose we need to find the vertex. Then first we can do minus b over 2a, which is minus of minus 8 divided by 2a, that means 2 times of 2. So we are getting just 2. That is the x coordinate. To find the y coordinate, either we can use this or this. So let's first find d. So that is b square minus 4ac. So we'll be getting negative 8 whole square minus 4 times of a, that means 2 times of c, that is 70. So what we can do from here, that is equal to 64 minus 136, which is equal to negative 72. So we can write negative d over 4a is equal to minus of minus 72 divided by 4 times of 2. So 72 over 8, which is equal to 9. Now we can confirm the same thing from this method. F of minus b over 2a basically, which is equal to f of 2. So we can put 2 times of 2 square minus 8 times of 2 plus 17. So what we are getting from here? 8 minus 16 plus 17. So 17 plus 8, 25 minus 16, which is 9. We are getting the same thing. So we can say that vertex is 2, 9. Now this is the vertex when it is given in standard form. Now it can also be given in factored form or vertex form. Then if it is in vertex form, then it's quite easy. So we will not discuss that thing. We have discussed already. And then we have to know about when it is in factored form. That is y equal to a times x minus b times x minus c. So then what we can do here, again x coordinate we need to find from here. So what we can do, x coordinate will be just, if you will see, b and c will be the zeros or y intercept from here, and parabola is symmetric about its axis of symmetry, which we will learn later. So here b plus c divided by 2 comma, that is the x coordinate. For y coordinate, again we will be using the same method, that is f of, we have found the x coordinate, so x coordinate we will put in place of x. So f of b plus c over. Let's see an example for this. So suppose the question is y is equal to x square minus 11x. Sorry, we have to take factored form. So we can take 2 times of x minus 5 times of x minus 7. So from here, as you can see, b is 5, c is 7. So b plus c over 2 we will be getting 5 plus 7 over 2. That means that is 6. So that is x coordinate. Now we'll put this thing in place of x. So we will be getting f of b plus c over 2 is equal to f of 6, which is basically 2 times of 6 minus 5 times of 6 minus 7. So we are getting 2 times of 1 times of negative 1. So that is equal to negative 2. So from here we can say that vertex will be 6 comma negative 2. Now let's see axis of symmetry. That is the next feature. Axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry we are having. So in axis of symmetry, what is basically axis of symmetry? So if there is a parabolic curve, it's like suppose this, then it will always be symmetric about a line. Suppose this is the line about which it will always be symmetric, where this is the vertex. So you can see that this is always perpendicular to x axis and parallel to y axis. So we can simply say that it is passing through this point and parallel to parallel to y axis. So we can say axis of symmetry is given by x equal to x coordinate of vertex. So that is how we can find this. Now the entire thing which we have learned till now can also be done easily through Desmos graph. That means any graphing calculator. So like we have to convert into vertex to standard form, then we can do it manually. But suppose we need to convert it to standard to vertex form, then we don't need to use this much of completing the square method. We can simply use graphing tool. We can graph and we can see what is the vertex, and using vertex form we can write that. Similarly, suppose we need to find axis of symmetry, so we'll simply graph it and we can find. But we are finding negative b over 2a or b plus c over 2, it is more easy. And if it is given in factored form, then there is no worry. We can simply find that thing. Now next feature is finding maxima or minima. So it is quite obvious that if we are having a parabola that is opening upward, then we will be having a minimum point at the vertex. If a parabola is opening downward, then we will be having a maximum point at the vertex. So how to find those maxima or minima? So basically we just need to find a vertex. So to find point of maxima or minima, point of maxima or minima will become x coordinate of vertex, whereas maximum or minimum value is y coordinate of vertex. Now on this concept there are many questions found, like it can be any problem related to maximum profit or loss. It can be related to gravitation, where we will launch any rocket, we will can just throw a ball upward, like that type of problem. So let's see an example. So any type of maximum minimum value which is related to parabola, we can use this method. It can also be maximum or minimum area, those type of questions. So in this question it is saying y is equal to negative x square plus 120x minus 2000. The equation above gives the profit in dollars y a coat manufacturer earns each day, where x is the number of coats sold. What is the maximum profit he earns in dollars? So we need to find the maximum profit. That means we need to find the maximum value, and that means we need to find the y coordinate of the vertex. So first, for finding y coordinate also, we first need to find the x coordinate. So either we can convert it into vertex form, or we can just find the vertex. So let's find the vertex. So negative b over 2a, that is equal to minus of 120 divided by 2 times of negative 1. So we are getting 60. That means when the value of x will be 60, where x is the number of coats, that means when 60 coats are sold, then the manufacturer will have maximum profit. And what the maximum profit will be? So we will just find the y coordinate. That means we can put x equal to 60. So maximum profit equal to negative 60 square plus 120 times of 60. minus 2000. So we are getting negative 3600 plus 7200 minus 2000. So we are going to get negative 3600 and 2000, negative 5600 plus 7200. So that is equal to $1,600. So this much of dollars will be the maximum profit. So this type of questions we can get in this. So that's all for this video. We'll meet again in the next video of this series. Thank you.